bonjour. On se retrouve sur Honkai Style, enfin. Enfin le jeu est sorti. Donc, enfin il est sorti sur PS5. Donc voilà. Voilà. Le jeu est très joli. J'aime beaucoup pendant ce temps. Bref. Donc qu'est-ce qu'on va faire aujourd'hui? On va découvrir la version... On va tout simplement découvrir la version PS5, la mise à jour aussi. J'ai déjà un peu joué de mon côté. Ici où j'ai déjà testé le nouveau perso qui est très bien, je trouve. J'adore comment il se joue. Je me dis, en vrai, pourquoi pas tenter, essayer de l'avoir, de la prouver. Mais je sais pas trop encore. J'attends d'avoir des guides un peu plus complets pour savoir quel team exactement il faut pour elle. Mais pour l'instant, de ce que j'ai pu voir, elle se jouerait avec Jingliu, Bronia et puis un soigneur, un petit plus haut de Shadow ou Wake Up. Mais franchement, ça m'embête un peu de devoir faire une autre team avec Bronia, parce que Bronia elle est déjà avec Blade. Donc je sais pas, faut que je me renseigne s'il n'y a pas un équivalent de Bronia ou quoi pour le remplacer dans l'une des deux teams, si c'est possible. Ouais. Mais bon, pour l'instant je vais rester là. Donc on va commencer par faire la mission quotidienne. Bon, la navigation dans les menus elle est un peu spéciale, je trouve. Par rapport à Genshin, c'est très différent. Il faut que je finisse aussi cet event, enfin cette activité. Si c'est pas un event, c'est vaste. C'est vrai que j'avais pu faire l'affectation. Je vais regarder ce qu'il lui faut au nouveau perso sur l'application Audiolab. Comme ça, je vais commencer à farmer. Il lui faut ça, ok. Ok. à non détruire trop les objets. Franchement, les trucs quotidiens dans HSR, j'aime beaucoup les faire. Parce que, je sais pas, c'est différent de Genshin, c'est un peu plus amusant et c'est plus court. Bien plus court, je trouve. On n'a pas l'impression de tout le temps faire la même chose. Alors, pour trouver plus rien à farm, c'était pour... Ouais. Premier qu'il faut surtout farm. C'est ça là qu'il faut farm. C'est parti. Mais avant, est-ce que... Juste regarder pour battre les boss hebdomadaires que j'ai toujours pas fait. Le nouveau perso, il y a besoin de quel boss à tuer? Je pense que ça doit être celle de la dernière. J'ai plus son nom. La grosse madame là. Bon, on va voir ça tout de suite. Hein. Que tu es. Ça, écho de la guerre. C'est ça qu'il nous faut, ça. Ouais. Allons la tuer. Puis après on ira tuer Cocolia et puis... Je sais pas, j'aurais bien qui s'en tuera. L'équipe actuelle est trop faible. Comment ça, l'équipe actuelle est trop faible? Elle est pas trop faible, mon équipe. Je vais peut-être enlever Pella et la remplacer par Kafka, peut-être. On va essayer de remplacer Pella par Kafka. Puis on verra bien. On verra bien comment ça marche. Vraiment avec une blade, ça devrait bien fonctionner, mais on verra bien.
Life finds you
just in time.
I'll see you off.
Stand still.
You'll pay for this.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
C'est vrai qu'ils nous volent des points.
May as well kill them all. Relax.
That paradise may be hungry. Savor it for me.
Say bye to breathing.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you.
Stand still.
Ok,
Receive divinity.
Your resistance is tiny. This battle is unavoidable.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Lend me your strength.
A blade knows no mercy.
Relax.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep of the dead return!
Trunks.
Power of the arm.
May as well kill them all.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you. The fight is set. Fail to stand you.
Stand still.
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
ok.
Dare you! You're wasting my time.
Nothing major. Bloom.
Your resistance is tiny.
To end this.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Nothing
Say
major.
bye to breathing.
Ok. Elle rigole pas. Ouais, on retente.
Just in time. Relax.
This battle is unavoidable.
A blade knows no mercy. The fight is set.
Nothing major. Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
Lend me your strength.
Fail to stand you.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Thanks. You're too good to me.
Life finds a way.
Say bye to breathing. Good times never. Time to say bye. Boom.
Let's settle this. Eternal sleep, the dead return!
Stand still.
Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you.
Nothing major.
Didn't hurt. Power of the arm.
I'll see you off.
Non. Je suis en train de viser lui.
Relax.
You'll pay for this. Troublesome.
Receive divinity.
Your assistance is timely.
Fail to set you.
May as well kill them all.
Eternal sleep, the dead return! Repay.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Lend me your strength.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it for me.
Stand still.
Let's settle this.
Your assistance is
Say
timely.
bye to breathing.
Troublesome.
Dare you?
Je vais taper le compliqué.
Didn't hurt.
Receive divinity.
Your assistance is timely. This battle is unavoidable.
Relax.
Fail to set you.
May as well kill them all.
Lend me your strength.
Stand still.
That paradise may savor it for me.
Time to end this.
Good times. Never time to say bye. Boom.
Now move deep. Lean. And wither.
Thanks. You're too good to me.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Troublesome. Mustn't fall. You'll pay for this.
Relax.
Cutting the net.
Troublesome.
Stand still. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Time to end this.
This isn't the end.
Eh ben... Go réessayer avec une difficulté plus simple. Tiens, je vais y passer des heures. Bon, maintenant je sais que quand on me dit j'ai pas le niveau, j'ai pas le niveau.
Life finds you.
Just in time.
This battle is unavoidable.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Troublesome. Troublesome. You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Bloom. Unnecessary.
Nothing major.
Say bye to breathing.
Let's settle this. Receive divinity.
Your assistance is timely.
Repay.
This battle is unavoidable.
Stand still.
Failed to set you.
Troublesome.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you.
May as well kill them all.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
That paradise may savor it for me.
Relax.
Dare you?
Failed to set you.
You're wasting my time. Our roots run deep.
This battle is unavoidable.
Stand still.
Fight is set.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
I'll see you off.
Lend me your strength.
C'est juste un peu long. On va faire plusieurs fois le code de guerre. Faisons la plus partie.
Life finds you.
Par contre,
Just
après,
in
on prend le code de
time.
guerre.
You chose the wrong enemy.
C'est joué en mode
The
automatique.
dead return!
Lend me your strength.
Your end approaches.
Stand still.
Savor it for me.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Relax.
Nothing major.
Failed to set you.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Lend me your strength.
Stand still.
Dare you?
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Nothing major.
Relax.
Savor it for me.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
You're wasting your time.
Fail to stand you.
Lend me your strength.
The fight is set.
Stand still.
Receive divinity.
Eu não fico cuidando.
To brave new world.
Don't get complacent.
You'll pay for this.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches. Unnecessary.
Ready to be crushed. You will not take away our hope.
Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
That paradise may be unreached. Savor it for me. Fail to stand you.
Time for an overhaul.
I'll see you off.
Lend me your strength.
A blade knows no mercy.
Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
Repay.
The Stellaron changes everything.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Fail to stand you. Savor it for me.
Time for the old world to collapse.
I have something for you. Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Nothing major.
You won't get away.
I will dispatch you.
Lend me your strength.
The fight. Set.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
translates into hope.
Failed to send you.
Time for an overhaul.
This battle is...
A blade knows no mercy.
The only redemption.
I'll see you off. Receive divinity. Repay.
Power translates into hope.
Your assistance is
You
timely.
chose the wrong enemy. The dead return!
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
That paradise may savor it for me. Failed to send you.
I have something for you. Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I'm good at your past.
I'll see you off.
You won't get away. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Your end approaches.
Mais... On a gagné. Il fallait farmer ça, on n'en a pas.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength.
The fight is set.
Bloom.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Too little. Savor it for me.
The dead return!
Failed to send you.
To guard and defend. Crush them. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength.
Savor it for me.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
Your end approaches.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Savor it for me.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Too little. Failed to send you.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Savor it for me.
The dead return!
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength.
The fight is set.
Ready for another? Lend me your strength. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Troublesome. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Receive divinity. Repay. The dead return!
Savor it for me.
Lend me your strength.
Too little.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength.
Your end approaches. Failed to send you. Savor it for me.
The dead return!
To guard and defend. Crush them. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength. Ready for another? Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Savor it for me.
Receive divinity.
Failed to send you.
The dead return!
Lend me your strength.
The fight is set.
Mais en fait, ouais. Vas-y, on va faire ça un peu. les trucs du jour restants.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength.
Your end approaches. Bloom.
The dead return!
Savor it for me.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them. Lend me your strength.
Savor it for me.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Voilà, c'est fait. Je vais juste l'essayer une fois de plus, maintenant que j'ai compris comment elle se jouait. Parce qu'avant j'avais pas compris comment elle se jouait, donc
I taste some nuts in the air.
voilà, j'ai compris comment elle se jouait. Ça devrait être- Coucou Céline, quand tu vas?
We're in trouble now.
Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Ok, effectivement,
That'll take more than medicine.
je n'avais pas de réponse.
Seems I've been waiting a while.
que tu m'entends? Ah. Oui. C'est normal, c'est parce que j'étais pas connecté sur le bon micro. Du coup, vous m'entendez pas. Du coup, depuis le début du live, personne ne m'entend. C'est génial. Voilà, voilà. Et ben, elle est très forte. Hein, voilà, elle est super. Je veux juste regarder vite comment est-ce qu'ils l'ont... Qu'est-ce qu'ils lui ont mis comme stuff. Ok, elle est niveau 80, bien sûr. Oui, ma carte, elle remarche, c'est bon. Oui, oui. Ah oui, ils lui ont mis son arme aussi. Tracel, ok. Ah ouais, non mais... Les persos DC, ils stuff super bien. Comparé à Genshin, ils sont un peu moins bien stuff. Là, ils sont vraiment stuff à fond à mort. Avec les meilleurs trucs pour eux et tout. Et ben écoute, elle est super forte, j'ai envie de la voir, mais je sais pas si je la prendrai. Et je l'ai essayé avant toi, en fait, Océane. Je l'ai essayé hier matin. Et toi, tu l'as essayé hier midi. Donc je l'ai essayé avant toi. Bah oui. Non, en fait, hier, quand je l'ai joué, j'ai pas trop compris comment elle se jouait. Et comme hier soir, j'ai vu des vidéos de comment la jouer, bah, j'ai voulu retester. Voilà. Maintenant que j'ai compris, et franchement, quand t'as compris, elle est super forte. Bon, après, elle est pas très compliquée à comprendre. Elle est trop forte. Oui, elle est trop forte. Bah, je la veux, mais je sais pas si je tente. Parce qu'en vrai, je sais pourquoi pas. Hein. Elle est super forte. Hein. Ça ferait combien de... 103... 132? Non, 134. Oui, en plus c'est trop stylé. Oui, oui, je suis d'accord. On fera peut-être des vœux tout à l'heure. Je sais pas trop. Bien dit peut-être, ça dépend. Ouais. Par contre c'est chiant parce que ce mode de jeu, pour pouvoir le faire, il faut avoir fini l'histoire. Et donc je peux même pas le faire. Ça va, il reste tout le long de la version, mais voilà. Donc toi non plus tu peux pas le faire, Océane, vu que t'as pas fini l'histoire. Mission complète. Demain tu finis à 15h30 parce que je pense y jouer. Oui, tu peux pas faire. Tu pleures parce que tu peux pas faire l'événement. Oui, oui. Moi non plus je peux pas, t'inquiète, il faut que je fasse l'histoire. Attends, je regarde à quelle heure je finis demain. C'est pas juste. Demain je termine à 15h pile. Mais ouais, le temps que je rentre chez moi, il sera vite 15h30. Enfin, 15h30. Je veux dire le temps que je rentre chez moi, que je fasse des trucs. Je vais pas jouer tout de suite quoi. Donc et demain. Ah oui, ça dépend à quelle heure elle te récupère. Ça dépend. Parce qu'elle peut très bien te récupérer tôt comme très tard. Bon bah. On va faire l'histoire, hein, la suite de l'histoire. Pour pouvoir refaire l'événement le plus vite possible. C'est ça. Ok. C'est parti.
Did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony, but Pom said the banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off. Huh? Is that my phone?
Alors Océane, je te conseille de pas trop regarder, de pas trop lire parce que ça risque de te spoil. T'es pas encore arrivé là toi. Ah, sinon tu vas être spoil, donc...
That Don Hung. He can't. Let's go to his room and talk to
Marché à terme, prologue.
Is this a letter?
Don Hung. Bronya just sent all of us a message. Did you?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply?
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for...
Don Hung. I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right. You went through a lot on this year.
Thank you. It's great that Belobog is able to host a celebration. I hope your trip goes well.
Okay. Rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
I'll be there next time.
He won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just a pity. He's gonna miss out. We never get the chance to go on a... I know, but it's still a shame, don't you think? If only Himeko could come with us. Pom-Pom can't just leave the Express whenever they feel like it. Seems like someone wasn't paying attention. Why don't we go ask Himeko to tag along? She might be up for an adventure. You've been on the Express for a while now, but you've never gone on a trip with Himeko before, right?
Hey, March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6, organized by the... Don Hung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so... I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure Bronya would be happy...
So that explains the... Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please send my regards. Make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two and Don Hung did help save Eurillo 6 after all. I'll be...
navigators really do have their plates full, huh? Seems like it's just you and me this time. Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set...
Oh, elle a un skin match. Pourquoi on peut pas l'avoir en jeu? Pourquoi on n'a pas le skin? Est-ce que ça veut dire qu'il y aura un nouveau skin pour March qui apparaît?
It's been sitting in my wardrobe collecting dust for far too long. But this kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit. Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort. Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom. Wow, that was fast. Well, I thought since Pom-Pom can't leave the Express, bringing a doll with us is kind of like taking... I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. I wouldn't call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy. Ready to go? Belobog?
Belobog. 700 years. It's never too late to pick up the tab.
C'est la nouvelle qui est pas encore sortie, qui sort dans 3 semaines.
There's bound to be food, right? Oh, wait a sec. That person over there, that doesn't look like a silver maid, all in black. Surely they're not IPC? That's what I'd like to know. If they're here to look for Findy, there's only one way to find out. Let's go ask. I've always found IPC staff easy to talk to.
Tu galères pour trouver le bouton pour courir. D'accord, c'est bon.
Do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
Bah oui, c'est tout. Oui, bah oui, c'est tout simple. C'est le bouton, c'est comme sur Genshin. Ouais, mais en fait, tu joues pas à Genshin sur la play. Donc forcément.
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out?
Oula.
Over.
Take us out?
Par contre, pour attaquer, je trouve que carré, c'est pas ouf. Moi, j'aurais plutôt mis Bron, par exemple. C'est mieux. Sur Genshin, c'est mieux. Là, c'est carré. C'est bizarre.
Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurilla 6 for a special business assignment. You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit.
Phew! You scared the life out of me! We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow...
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. I heard that Eurilla 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely, you 2 aren't...
Huh? Jeez, can you be a little more humble?
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, fun of me.
Il est trop mignon, le petit cochon avec son œuf sur les fesses.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other.
Huh. Your job sounds pretty similar to the Express cruise. Aside from... Oh, Bronya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delay.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. You want to come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast icon. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but...
Wow, I actually managed to get an IPC executive's phone number. Me too.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway,
The universe is huge. Yet we somehow... Come on, let's head into the city. people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? Now to check out the main event.
C'est la fête, hein, dis donc.
Come on, keep up. Hang on a sec. Isn't that what?
C'est la fête, non? Il y a tout le monde qui crie.
Why don't you tell everyone how you were released from jail so quick, selling cultural relics and impersonating Silvermane guards? About heinous crime.
Well, it was...
Ah, I remember. Your uncle is Minister Knoll. He heads up the department. You're shameless, Norbert.
Do you think I wanted to?
Well,
Get off my back, will you? I had to deal with hardened criminals in jail. Now that I'm free, my supposed...
Looks like things are getting heated. Is that Pale? Next I'll be introducing the history of the museum. Belobog's History and Culture Museum was founded 600 years ago. It was originally... I'm so hungry. I wish... It was built to memorialize Supreme... Guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld. Also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against the invaders. Miss Pela, Peter's falling asleep. Enough. From now on, no whispering allowed. If you don't want to have any homework later... Sorry, Miss Pela. That's better. Now... Oh, I never knew Pela had a strict...
Take a look.
Mom, can I get one? Aunt Gertie, it's been too long.
Ah, is that little March? What brings you this way? I heard you left to go travel. Oh, you're here for the Soulworm Festival, right? The atmosphere is like no other. Silly me, where...
Hey, that's not fair. Get to the back of the line. Ever heard of first...
Show a little respect. If it weren't for these two, we'd be eating geomarrow by now. Take a look at these beauties. These are the best sun cakes I've made all...
Oh, wow, they smell so good.
Well, don't wait for them to get cold now.
L'histoire est incroyable. Je lis pas. Comment tu sais qu'elle est incroyable alors si tu lis pas? Non mais c'est marrant. Tu comprends l'anglais toi maintenant? Et bien sûr.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot... Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Rania! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurela 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great...
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next...
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are... cooperative. I'm sorry our business got in the way of a...
Qu'est-ce qu'elle manigance? Elle a l'air gentille, mais elle manigance des trucs bizarres. comment elle marche.
Is everything all right, Rania? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so intense.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, there's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the soul. Since you've already made her acquaintance, I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the eternal freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Yarilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they sought out architects who refused to leave. Those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the...
Ouais, donc ils ont des dettes.
That's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean...
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating...
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, it wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest. An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long... Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ
I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild... Yeah, we have to help Bronya out. The IPC is too big and powerful. The Belobogians won't be able to resolve this...
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy... I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival. Now, I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation?
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need... Yeah, after all, this guy...
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging... While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy...
Oh, hey! I just remembered. Topaz, we might as well just be direct and ask her where she is.
Ouais, enfin, intelligent vite fait.
Okay, got it. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might...
On est dans le musée. Et t'avais fini toi aussi le musée ou pas? L'événement du musée.
It's you two again. This is the third... Oh, Did my smart reply function tell you where I was? It's a system developed by the technology department. What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no word. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow. You know, it's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts a generation. Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a... I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about...
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually...
Let's walk and talk. This way. Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But, with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Miss Topaz, Branya's already told us about...
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her, so how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement?
We, help me out here.
You're so direct. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreal. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog. I appreciate each case has its difficulties. But if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy... I've heard that before. The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor, but Eurilo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much.
So you're basically saying the Belobogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
I'm not sure it's as poetic as that.
Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurilo 6? It's so white and fluffy. I suppose it probably is. Otherwise, that's such a shame. I absolutely adore little animals. Have you guys met Numby yet? I guess they're off.
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take? Branya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an...
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all... No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the...
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Branya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurilo 6 project, no matter...
this isn't going as planned.
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me.
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't... Well, yeah, but... she'll be... I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned... all these vested interests. It's so hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Did someone send you a message?
Salut. ils sont attaqués.
The IPC are causing trouble. Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Now they're... I really did jinx us. I guess complaining won't get us anywhere.
Are there other matters?
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? Not sure how much... It's bad. Really bad. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have.
Level up, bravo CN. Niveau 23, mais t'es toujours 3ème.
Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, you see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance, not letting anyone in or out.
Tu vas réussir un jour peut-être.
Equipment doesn't mean you can bully us. Who do you think you are? What's the matter? Got nothing?
What's going on inside the mine?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black.
Les autres sont jamais là.
Talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting with
the person you're talking about? Are they Hotaz, Pasto? Whatever her name is, she quit. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine.
J'espère.
Are you two with me? Hey, you two! Cat got your tongue or something?
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. How about you take a little lunch break? What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatened. Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6...
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Elle sort en DVD. D'accord. Ouais, c'est un peu une arnaque, je suis d'accord.
I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me.
25 €. Et il y a toutes les saisons ou il n'y a que la saison 1? Ah, c'est que la saison 5, ouais. Arnaque. Ils auraient mis toutes les saisons, ça aurait été bien. Ça aurait été... Ouais, pourquoi pas. Mais juste la saison 5, non.
Commencing support. Not good. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The fight is set.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
The dead return!
Lend me your strength.
That's it?
17 rounds of interviews and these are the best people they can find?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the... Let's set off when you're ready. Ready for action? It's time to kick them. Let's get moving.
isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Spark.
Go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guest...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant...
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like Eurilo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the plan. No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless. I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurilo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC?
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog.
Mais c'est une connasse en fait, elle. C'est pas possible. Elle veut pirater tous les robots pour prendre le contrôle de la planète. Mais ça va pas.
All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is... I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons. Enough to crush the... This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurilo 6 has a place in the... But first, I need a guide to show me where these
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined whether your intentions for the people currently living here.
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful...
I understand. I will assist you with your...
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the...
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range. But my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to... Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force. If I refuse...
Your calculations are slightly years to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind.
All the miners here, huddled together. Anyone else get...
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much...
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there?
What? Isn't that being a fragmentum monster?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. What? Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby? I should have known.
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want to find their master.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
Il y a un truc de musique, c'est même pas de nom. Ah.
No, I really don't know anything.
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards!
Enemy targets detected. Not good.
Nothing major.
Lend me your strength.
Your end approaches. Savor it for me.
Receive divinity.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. To guard and defend. Crush them.
This sword needs sharpening.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Look! That big guy down there. Is he...
We'll see who's really...
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going. Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here.
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences.
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all...
Yeah, we demand to speak with Topaz.
You know Topaz? It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to... In cases where debtors fail to repay within a set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules.
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders.
Save your breath, March. I never helped. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well...
if I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd... Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence...
Do we still have to... Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The dead return!
Lend me your strength.
The fight is set.
Ready for another?
Receive divinity. Repay. Bloom.
Fail to set you. Savor it for me.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The dead return! Receive divinity. Bloom.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Fail to set you.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I'll see you off.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another? Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches.
Received affinity.
Your assistance is time. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Troublesome.
Fail to send you. A blade knows no mercy.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength.
Ok, c'est bon.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%.
60%? We're done for. Intentional personnel, evacuate the mine immediately. Erase all traces of your presence.
So, are we all good here?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering...
It's a long story.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities?
Oh, looks like we've got a message. Bronya's worried about. Are you coming with us, Dila?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. Bronya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help.
Got it, Dila. We'll do what we can. Come on, to Klapoth Ford.
Ok. Wow.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further. It's Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm not.
See you later, Captain.
Ici.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. Couldn't have...
That's what friends are for, Bronya. You don't sound...
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with our agents. all they talk about is asset value. Silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again?
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please, take a look at the contents. And then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Branya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring... I am writing to you, Miss Branya. I know freedom is precious to people. But in reality, how many generations of Belobogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision because of this, I believe that you will make...
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
I agree. But it struck me as an honest letter. I found the contents quite moving. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult... This planet's fate. The civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
I trust her judgment too, but what if this decision is too much for one person? The impact of this choice could haunt Branya for the rest of her life.
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. I'll convene the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts. Yes, we need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right? We meet again. Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something. Sounds serious. Really? I wish it were made up. We don't have much time, Pela. Bronya wants to get every— Wait. You're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? Okay. I think I've got it. If it were up to me, I'd probably agree. Huh. Okay, I've looked at some of the climate reports. And based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3, and that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and— I see. So, compared to a distant and uncertain future, thanks for your input.
Well, look who we have here! You and Marge paying us a visit. Uh-oh, sounds like something serious is happening. What? How is that possible?
Serval, we're racing again.
It's okay. I've thought it through. If it were up—
What? Hold on, are you serious?
Surprised? My reasons are signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to, you know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself.
I see. Thanks for your input. I'll make—
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up. Do you need my opinion? So that's who they are. So the Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there—
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden.
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. There is no— Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract? Faced with this sort of coercion, you must warn the Madam Guardian not to—
A soldier's perspective is always valuable. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note. Did we miss anyone in the overworld? I think we asked just about— From what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the overworld are leaning toward— We'd better hurry to the—
Are there other matters?
What brings you two to the underworld? And why? Seems a little out of the blue, but since you came all this— That is a lot of—
No stress, Nat. Just tell it—
I've thought about it, and— Well, if I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also— Even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow. That's a pretty convincing argument.
Natasha, oui, oui.
Another vote for the against pile. Thanks for your insight, Nat.
Natasha, elle veut pas signer.
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? but I can tell by the look on your faces. Let me guess. Something to do, well, ask away. I see. That's a tricky situation, alright.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience.
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty... If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore... Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. What worries me the most is...
Huh. I guess I never looked at it from that angle. Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Miss March, Big Brother. What brings you to the...
Hey there, Clara.
Mr. Sparrow went out for a walk with a lady.
What? Topaz?
I'm not sure, but,
what now? Farok's super logical. We should definitely... True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's
Huh? Miss March, do you...
It's alright, Clara. No pressure.
I think if we have a choice for the future, because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then just taking away people's dreams like that.
You're right. Children see the world as a place beyond. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara.
On est à égalité. Comme par hasard.
All that running around isn't so. The votes are completely even. I don't know what to do. Oh, right! We haven't asked. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners.
Je pense que Célie ne sera pas d'accord.
Back so soon? I mean, are you feeling alright? Horton, I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was...
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog...
Right.
As it stands, the votes are even.
In that case...
What?
I thought about it. This responsibility, no matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales, and I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but...
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Branya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't if she asks you. Just let her know my reasoning.
Well, it's all in Branya's. Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come.
Are there other matters?
Je pense qu'on est bientôt à la fin. Je pense. Je suis pas sûr, mais je pense.
I've never seen this many people here before. Jeez, I can barely...
March, you're back. So, what's the...
We talked to people in both the overworld and...
I see. What was Zila's perspective on them? I should have known.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers?
It's pretty much the same. So time has come to make a decision.
Enough! All of you!
I know what to do.
Wait! I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
But... aren't you...
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March.
Miss Himeko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid...
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel. I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and...
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring this. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet, according to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Donc en fait, la CPI dit aider les planètes, mais en fait elle les détruit.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himeko. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader...
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Vanya.
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it, I need some time to rally all the residents in the city. And then, I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I have...
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy to do.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood. Stay safe, everyone.
Nouveau message.
guards should be waiting for us in Rivet. Here we go again. Back.
Are there other matters?
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that ready to enter Rivet Town. We'll go and keep your guards up.
C'est parti.
Destination reached.
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here. But I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is complete.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. It was right under our noses. Oh, wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means...
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for the architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand.
I see. The stories about this world are...
I would like to ask you a question.
You're awful polite for a big robot.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of it?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes on the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner, a looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to while my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no...
If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinate...
The IPC soldiers are well equipped. It wouldn't be...
You're right, Miss Himiko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our...
Automaton...
I'll explain later. Let's...
Look, down there! It's...
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. It's time to deploy the automaton. Are you ready? Remember, try... It's a shame we had to resort to this method, but we had...
I've seen standard issue robots like these before.
Correct. The exterior is similar to the Grizzly, but its weapons and armor. Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Let me know when... Are you ready? Remember, To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful. This is the road that Topaz took when she...
Let's find her. And
this time, the gloves... Mr. Svarog? Are you all right? I hope...
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the IPC. Such a result would be highly undesirable. Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me to... From her perspective, the only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it into the IPC. While I do not agree with her viewpoint, I lack the
Ah d'accord, donc tu as fait croire qu'il était d'accord avec elle alors que pas du tout.
Unlikely potential?
Don't worry much. The Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it, we won't back down either. That's...
Himiko's right. As long as we can look at our... Why would Topaz come here? Is she looking for something?
It's possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this world.
Oh, hey there, slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna... This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himiko, the
Oh, wow! I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himiko. Some of my colleagues dream about meeting. Of course! The Nameless have quite the reputation. You're following in the foot...
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting, I presume you have a...
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Branya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors. But we have standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himiko, sorry for interrupting, but this doesn't sound like...
We needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes ago.
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right. Differing views don't necessarily mean one person is right and the other is wrong. However, to keep things moving forward, there's...
Huh? What do you mean?
My superiors have granted me the approval I need. You're very curious about my work, aren't you? So many eager faces. I won't keep you in the dark. Approval to launch an attack on the members of the Astral Express.
The best kept secret to getting something over the line? Always be ready to turn the tables. Go, Numby. Projects under my wing have no room for error.
Ok.
Savor it for me.
Receive divinity. The dead return! I underestimated you.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend.
Crush them!
Your end approaches.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Timed.
Lend me your strength.
Savor it for me.
The dead return!
Fail to send you.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Savor it for me.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
We've entered the storm.
To guard and defend. Crush them. Lend me your strength.
The fight is set. Fail to send you.
I'll see you off. I underestimated you. Eternal sleep is not... The dead return!
We have the upper hand.
You'll pay for this.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Lend me your strength.
That paradise may savor it for me. Fail to send you.
Ok.
Incredible. No wonder the Astrolix finished warming up. Now it's my turn.
Stop! All of you, put down your weapons.
Rania! You're here just in time. Things were about to get out of control.
Supreme Guardian. I was starting to wonder...
I would never do such a thing. There was
more important than this?
Yes. I think you'll understand the significance once you see it. In short, I need you.
Help you? That's interesting.
I have read your letter, word for word, Miss Topaz. And your childhood experience is truly... Your hometown once experienced a similar catastrophe to Yawillow 6. It's because of this empathy you have that I still hold out a glimmer of hope. Despite all that's happened, I hope we can still find common ground.
I have to admit, talking to you is always such a pleasure. I apologize for my behavior just now. I admire your determination. Seeing as we've come this far,
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first, members of the Express will need your help too.
What a dismal sight. This district. Have you been here before?
sorry for the delay.
The path ahead is clear, Madam
C'est vrai que c'est un peu long.
You and your companions can proceed north.
Excellent. The mountain road ahead. Let's go.
What is this place? We've never been here before, right?
We've only recently discovered this domain. Let's keep moving forward. Look. The people of Belobog have not given up. I just want to give them a chance. Do you two recognize that broken down machine over there?
Hey!
It's called the Engine of Creation. Miss Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research into Belobog. I was wondering if there was any information on...
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet...
I may know the reason why. The Engine of Creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any... The project was led by the first Supreme Guardian, Alyssa Rand. While warriors fought on the front lines, the engineers...
So what you're saying is... the Engine of Creation?
Yes, but not entirely. The Engine of Creation was commissioned for combat shortly after its completion, and played a... But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision, one that nobody anticipated. For a long time, this feat, it was actually given a much grander purpose. To help the Belobogians rebuild their homeland and restore...
Remarkable. A vision that would transcend both time and generations. Not to take away from the Supreme Guardian in front of me. She's quite the inspired...
Thank you. But I didn't really do anything. All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that our hard-earned freedom was under If we want to preserve this freedom, we must act and show those who doubt us that we, Belobog, have the will and the ability to... The outcome of our mobilization speaks for itself. The children of Belobog...
I must say, I didn't... I'll fight for this opportunity for you, Grania. I shouldn't have conflated your own circumstances with my childhood. That was a serious lapse of judgment. My world never had a resolute leader, so people gave up on the idea of saving themselves long ago. But your civilization has persisted through the snow and storm.
Then, are you willing to retract your previous decision? As for the debt, we'll find a way.
Unfortunately, the acquisition of Urilla 6 is a strategic decision that's been approved by the IPC, unless...
Don't worry, Miss Topaz. Myself and all of the Nameless aboard the Astral Express.
Fantastic. That might just work. I'll handle it.
Miss Topaz, you meant...
Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle. There are more important things. If that's what they want to do, then so be it. I've long...
Thank you so much for all you've done. I never thought we'd drag...
Rift? I wouldn't go that far. Also... Oh, thinking about a career? Sure thing. I'll put in the best...
I'm glad we're able to... Well, you all need some rest after everything you've been through. Miss Topaz, if you need...
I appreciate the offer, but I need to head back. It's been great getting to know you both. I hope we can work together again in the future. Only next...
Voilà, tout est bien qui finit bien.
Are there other matters?
I've been wondering, how did you figure out what was happening here on Belobog, Himeko?
March was looking forward to the Soulworm Festival for ages. I never thought this trip would be so...
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures. Your rank will be demoted from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock. You will need to submit an additional report regarding this incident to Diamond. If you have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I have no objections.
Understood. Is there anything else, anyone? If there are no further remarks, this meeting...
You only got demoted 1 rank? Phew! You dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to miss. Ugh, this voice changer is driving me crazy.
Let me turn it off.
Aventurine, why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait. I guess I am now.
Can I help you? If you've got...
Oh, nothing important. Just checking in on you. I told you Eurillo 6 would be a high-risk, low-reward case. In our line of work, having a kind heart can be more of a liability than an asset.
Anything else? If not, I'm hanging up.
Wait. Hold on a minute. Don't hang up. I get it. You're not in the mood for this conversation right now. Oh, you were enjoying your playtime on Eurillo 6? Diamond was busy taking care of the head honcho of the Building Material Logistics Department. That...
Terravan?
That's right. The renowned Terravan. One of the 7 board members. He's throwing his support behind us instead of the Diamond's been a great help to both of us. Your antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted the Strategic Investment Department in a good light, you know. Since you get the point, let's get down to business. I'm currently at Pier Point. There's a major deal that could affect the whole department.
Huh. And what prompted the mighty Aventurine?
Anagoni. What else?
What?
That's right. Now that...
hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting someone like Opal or Obsidian.
Honestly, who knows? The family has some pretty questionable characters, if you ask me. But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine.
I'll get back to you later. Seems like it's just one wild ride. I hope I made the right decision this time. This smells mesmerizing.
Et voilà. Du coup maintenant on a accès à l'événement. On peut avoir un personnage gratuit. C'est cool. cool ça. C'est toutes les récompenses. Ok. Ok.
Hey, it's my first time. I'm just messing with you. I'm deaf and I've also just between the capital deaf.
Ben voilà. On a terminé l'histoire qui était très sympa en vrai. Bon, un peu longue sur la fin, mais j'ai bien aimé. On va revenir ici et je sais pas si Océane est toujours là. Non, je pense pas qu'il est là aussi. Ouais, donc, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? On va faire les invocations, on va tenter les petites invocations sur elle, là j'ai plus son nom. Mais... Je veux ça. Voilà, merci. Vous n'arrivez pas à le sélectionner. MDR. Ah bah t'es toujours là toi. Oui, c'est bon, c'est bon. Donc j'étais en train de dire, on va tenter. Bah oui, tu crois quoi? Donc on va tenter de faire des invocations sur Jingliu. Et puis voilà. On va essayer de l'avoir. À combien je suis? Historique. Je suis à 7. Je suis à 7 de pitié. Donc j'espère l'avoir assez vite et gagner mon 50-50 hein, parce que par contre si je perds mon 50-50, j'aimerais bien avoir soit Imiko, ou encore Imiko elle m'intéresse pas trop, mais genre soit lui là ou elle tout au bout là. J'ai plus leur nom parce que ouais, Bailou. Surtout j'aimerais bien avoir Bailou parce que c'est une soigneuse et apparemment elle soigne très bien. Donc bon, le Shai il est mieux, mais si je veux faire une deuxième team, ça serait très utile. Bon voilà, bah c'est parti. Premier diveux, donc on sera à 17. Elle est trop chou. Ouais, bon, c'est parti. Donc là on est à 17. Ok, du violet. Timing parfait, d'accord. Ok, nickel. Allez, 27. Oh, Jingliu, je l'avais pas. Bah nickel, j'en ai. Je la voulais en plus. Allez, du coup on est à 37. Oh, ah, Océane, ton perso, je l'avais pas en plus. Non, je l'avais pas. Voilà, donc j'ai Sampo. Allez, 47. Shampoo. Ah bah Jingliu, ok. Encore. Donc là on passe à 57, je crois, 57 ou 67, je sais plus. Toujours pas. Ah bah tiens, encore son pot. Allez, 67. Nul. Toujours pas. Ah bah tiens, encore lui. J'en ai marre de voir sa tête. Oh, Kincha. Je l'avais déjà, mais voilà, comme ça je pourrais l'améliorer. Allez, 77. Est-ce que c'est la bonne? Ouais, elle est assez forte, Kincha. Toujours pas. Eh mais ils veulent vraiment pas me la donner, hein. Son pot. Ah, bienvenue chez les tops. Je l'avais pas. Allez, 87. Est-ce que c'est la bonne cette fois? J'adore l'image. Ah, enfin. Bon, est-ce que ce sera elle? Parce que je suis pas sûr de la voir. Hein? Oui. Oui, voilà, je l'ai. Nickel. Jingliu. Mais j'ai vraiment beaucoup de chance hein, sur les jeux de MiYoYo, d'Oyoverse. Parce que Genshin, genre j'ai eu beaucoup de chance sur Linei et Zhongli. Et là j'ai encore beaucoup de chance sur Jingliu. Et j'ai aussi eu de la chance sur l'ancien perso sur Honkai que j'avais pris. Je l'avais eu en très très peu d'invocations. Donc nickel hein. Ah bah Kinche. H24 de la chance. Ah bah écoute, sinon je fais tes invocations à la place, hein, à ta place, hein, peut-être que ça marchera mieux. Bon mais non je suis pauvre, hein, j'ai plus beaucoup de jade stellaire. Donc on a Kinche qui passe combien? E3. Ok, elle est E3. Nickel. Demain c'est vendredi 13. Bah je sais pas. Bah je sais pas. J'espère que je pourrai rentrer chez moi. Voilà. Pas comme aujourd'hui. Oh. Sampo il passe E3. C'est-à-dire que je l'ai eu 4 fois. Et Jingliu, elle passe E1. Ok. Et la voilà la madame. Oh elle est trop stylée. C'est chaud quand même. Ouais ouais. Wow. J'adore son design. Oui, elle est trop belle. Elle voit rien. C'est vrai qu'elle a un bandeau sur les yeux. Elle doit pas voir grand chose la pauvre. C'est un peu long à sélectionner. Si je fais ça, ok ouais, c'est bien. Niveau 30. Elle attaque bien. Ok, bah il me manque ça pour pouvoir l'améliorer. Et ça, il faut battre. Ok. Bon, bah oui, bah il me reste à... Voilà ce qu'il me reste à faire. Je vais me renseigner sur internet qu'est-ce qu'il faut comme arme pour elle, tout ça. Je vais regarder. Voilà. Je sais pas trop encore ce qu'il faut pour elle. Et puis voilà, on verra bien. Comment je fais pour... Ah, comme ça. Ok. Bon, après, non, c'est pas là que je voulais aller. Après, comme vous pouvez voir en haut, j'ai plein de trucs. Donc je pourrais farm pour elle. Mais bref. Voilà. Et de toute façon, je pense pas farm ce soir. Je pense que je vais m'arrêter de jouer ici. Hein. Donc il me faut Jingliu dans ma team. Et il faut venir y mettre Jingliu. Elle est où Jingliu? Elle est là. Parce qu'en gros Jingliu elle augmente l'attaque de Jingliu, donc c'est très fort. Et Bronya elle permet à Jingliu de jouer tout le temps. Et puis l'autre il soigne. Après il faut que je regarde pour un autre soigneur, mais en autre soigneur j'ai Natacha. Ah, j'ai Velt, je savais plus que je l'avais. Et puis en soignant j'ai Natacha et c'est tout. Donc faudrait que j'améliore Natacha aussi. Mais bon, pour l'instant j'ai gardé le chat. Ton équipe est trop belle, t'as enlevé le mec. Ah mais il est là, hein, t'inquiète pas. Hein. Mais oui, ça fait très longtemps que je joue avec, donc on va changer un peu. Bon, pour l'instant je peux pas encore jouer avec cette team. Oh mais regarde son attaque. Elle est trop stylée. Trop stylé, j'adore. Et puis Jingliu aussi. Bah si tu l'auras. Bah si, je l'ai pas enlevé, hein. Il est toujours là. Hein. Il est toujours là, c'est un an, tu... Il est pas parti. Voilà, très stylé, j'adore. Bon, je pense que je vais pas invoquer pendant un petit moment encore sur le jeu. Après, ça dépend s'il y a vraiment un gros coup de cœur qui ressort. Mais bon, les prochains persos là, qui vont sortir dans 3 semaines, juste après elle, et dans la prochaine mise à jour. Bon, il m'intéresse pas trop, avec un mec qui te ressemble beaucoup à Jingliu que dans Genshin. Puis l'autre perso qui est pas fou, je trouve. Voilà. Donc je pense que je vais économiser. Voilà. Et puis farm pour cette team. Ah oui, et du coup, pourquoi est-ce que j'ai besoin de 2 teams? Je vais te montrer aussi pourquoi j'ai besoin de 2 teams et pourquoi c'est si important. Pour ça, tout simplement. Oui, je veux aller voir. Tout simplement parce que bah, voilà, il me faut 2 équipes pour pouvoir continuer. Et voilà. Donc le problème en fait c'est que je peux remplacer tout le monde, mais juste Bronya, je sais pas par qui la remplacer. Donc on verra bien. Voilà. Donc on va revenir ici. On va revenir ici parce que la vue elle est trop belle ici, je trouve. C'est magnifique. Voilà. Donc je vais vous laisser là. Je vais m'arrêter ici pour le live. Du coup, de mon côté, je vais commencer la farm pour Jingliu pour essayer de la voir. Oh, ça cinématique. Oh, elle est possédée la madame. Bon bref, donc de mon côté je vais commencer à faire pour Jingliu et Tingyun et puis je vais essayer de me renseigner pour enlever Bronya pour mettre quelqu'un d'autre. Je sais pas qui je pourrais mettre mais on verra bien. Et voilà. Donc j'espère que le live vous a plu et puis moi je vous dis bah, du coup à samedi normalement pour un live. Alors samedi je sais pas si on continue The Callisto Protocol ou si on fait la suite de l'histoire Genshin. Parce que, oh, niveau 24, bravo CN. Parce que j'ai bien envie de faire la quête d'arc en Genshin et puis j'ai pas trop envie d'avoir du retard sur Genshin. Donc, ouais, 24, oui, bravo. Voilà, donc je pense que samedi ce sera du Genshin, on fera la quête d'Archon et puis on continuera Callisto Protocol un autre jour. Voilà, voilà. Voilà, donc voilà, merci d'avoir regardé le live et puis je vous dis à samedi du coup. Salut, salut Océane.